Kommen wir zum DD2 Masters Lauf der RMC Germany. Da ja aus der BMC keiner mit dabei ist, ist es dann doch nur der RMC-Lauf der DD2 Masterklasse. Joey Hansen mit der 562 startet von der Pole Position aus ins Rennen, hatte ja nach dem ersten Lauf lediglich wenige Hundertstel Sekunden, um genau zu sein, 76.000 Sekunden Vorsprung auf Alex Vielenbach. Das waren zwischendurch mal über 2 Sekunden. Also Vielenbach vielleicht auch der Favorit hier in diesem Rennen. Und man muss dazu sagen, ich habe Joey Hansen noch nicht gesehen hier auf Start und Ziel. Es fehlt uns der Niederländer, der kommt jetzt hier.
Hang on, right. He
unten.
is, yes.
Ja.
He's starting from the end of the pit lane exit. So he's been told, and he said, "Yeah, I know the drill. Don't worry about me." And he's gonna grip it and rip it when they let them loose for DD2 Masters.
Damit also Alex Vielenbach in der großen und komfortablen Situation, hier vielleicht alles klar machen zu können. Sven Heyer und Maxim Becker direkt dahinter in Reihe Nummer 2. Alexander Seib, Kai Honnet, Dimitri Ostrowski und Bastian Krapot. Vor Michael Reibert und Klaus Parnet, Lukas Lippert und Andrej Gionek, Andreas Cook, Martin Berger und David Köster. Dann eben in der 8. Startreihe. Feld kommt auf dem Weg zurück zu Start und Ziel durch das Michael Schumacher S gefahren. Jetzt die Fahrerlagerkurve und dann steht an das Rennen über 10 Minuten plus eine Runde Renndistanz.
So, lights are out, we're underway. Joey Hansen gets let go as they all make their way down into turn 2 for the first time. So, at the moment, it is Alex Vielenbach, Michael Becker rounding out the top 2, 3 wide at the back end of the field with Andreas Cook right in the middle of it all. But Sven Heyer in P3, Vielenbach getting a good run as they come through into the twistier parts of the circuit, through elevation changes, through camber changes. And then they're going to be heading through into the Mudkurva for the first time in this opening lap of this 10-minute plus an additional lap race, which we'll see how things transpire. And obviously Joey Hansen, well, he was a little bit further back from the rest of the field. He was across the line 3.5 seconds behind, but this field is going to be quite closely compacted. Bastian Krapot gets through on Alexander Seid. Klaus Parnet passes Michael Heibert. And, all 15 drivers, including Joey Hansen, who's just made his first overtake on lap 2 past David Kerster. But then, well, at the sharper end of the field, Alex Vielenbach is getting away. Michael Becker holding off the likes of Sven Heyer and Kai Honnet for second place at the meantime. Krapot in 5th. And the FM Racing colours as Becker tries to go a bit defensive coming out of the the final corner at the paddock side. And Kai Honnet looking for a possible move on Sven Heyer. Has to dive out of the application of said overtake. And what's more, now it's going to be the case of, can Becker do anything about it? That's the true point. You know, can he pull away from those drivers in front? And more to the point, can he get away from Sven Heyer and chase down Alex Vielenbach? But with the 7/10 of a second advantage for the race leader, that's going to be easier said than done. I'm going to keep my eyes on the Flying Dutchman, Joey Hansen. Well, he's got through on David Kerster. His next target is Martin Berger in the 555, who rounds out 13th place. Meantime, Heyer and Honnet not too far apart from each other. They were literally about 1.5 apart after the opening 3 laps. But yeah, Alex Vielenbach keeping a keen eye on proceedings. But more to the point, Kai Honnet has got past Sven Heyer.
Kai Honnet, neuer Drittplatzierter, vorbeigegangen an Sven Heyer, hat jetzt Michael Becker vor sich. Wir haben eben Alex Vielenbach ja mal angesprochen gehabt. Das war der direkte Kampf zwischen Alex Vielenbach und Joey Hansen im ersten Vorlauf. Jetzt Vierenbach eine Sekunde weg. 2 Sekunden haben wir schon aufholen sehen, Alex Vierenbach im ersten Vorlauf. Das heißt nicht, dass die anderen das jetzt auch schaffen. Ich glaube eher, dass vielleicht sogar Kai Honnet die Möglichkeit hatte, Michael Becker nochmal unter Druck zu setzen und hier um die zweite Position zu kämpfen, als dass man jetzt Alex Vierenbach, sollte da nicht Größeres passieren, dort noch einholen kann.
I think the big thing is now it's down to Michael Becker. He's got to defend that position. Kai Honnet, he'll know very, very well. They've been competing against each other all season, from Wackersdorf to Genk to Anfing, now here to Kerpen. It is really a case of how do you exercise damage limitation. Now, I've known Michael for years through the BNL karting series, and every single season, I think for 3 years on the trot, I always nicknamed him never the bride, always the bridesmaid. Like he was there, but not quite. So he'd get to like third or second in the championship standings. But again, you know, to be in what is an ultra competitive DD2 Masters class, you know, he's fourth in the standings, and even with the Streicher, with the drop scores, you know, he's still fourth in the championship standings. But effectively, which will become de facto third after Dennis Toom opting to withdraw from this weekend. So Becker now has a real good opportunity, maybe not just to go for second in the championship, but to go for the title. And Michael's been one of those people that has been around since years past and has always been there or thereabouts and has never had a chance to showcase himself. Of course, obviously, based not too far outside of Rotterdam Hagen, which is where Marcel Schirmer, who runs the CompKart distributor network for Germany, you know, it's a case of, you know, that's another location that is known within German karting circles that has pride of place, especially Terry Fullerton's run at 1975 at the World Karting Championships that year. And I had a great interview with Terry Fullerton a long, long time ago, and I said, what was your toughest race? I know you raced against Senna on the DAPs, but he said, yeah, driving at Hagen, 1975 World Championships, and I spent an hour and a half talking with him about the story behind it. So to see, you know, someone like Michael have the opportunity, not have the luck. Chassis brakes seem to be the problem whenever he runs a comp kart. But it seems like things are going a little bit better. I've just seen someone drop into pit lane in the meantime. And that could be Andrzej Zionek, the 5:48, who's called time with 4 minutes to go. But the race is still on for second place between Becker, Honnet and Haya.
Dreikampf um die zweite Position. Wir haben gerade eben Andrzej Zionek in die Box kommen sehen. Ihn also müssen wir aus dem Rennen herausnehmen. Ist natürlich ärgerlich. So bleiben dann erstmal nur 14 Karts im Moment auf der Strecke. Vierenbach, der hier sein Heimspiel feiert, kommt ja aus einer der naheliegenden Städte hier rund um den Erftkreis, rund um Kerpen-Mannheim. Michael Becker in der zweiten Position, der ein Chassis-Switch gemacht hat an diesem Wochenende, weg vom CompKart hin zu Birel.
Ja.
Und es scheint ihm zu liegen. Im Moment die zweite Position in diesem Rennen. Aber Kai Honnet, der ist auch noch nah dran für der Motorsport. Hat er die Möglichkeit, hier vielleicht sogar noch Platz 2 hier in diesem Heat nach Hause zu bringen. Keine 3 Minuten noch zu fahren.
It's good to see Kai Honnet with the Dual Motorsport colours on there finally. But, you know, it's whenever a driver has to go through with a chassis change, a Birolart is very similar to a comp kart. There are some slight different nuances, especially where like the VIN plate, the plate where it says which number it was that was built, is on a different side with the Birolart, and on the other side on the comp kart, that's where Michael was telling me where the structural weakness was. And he'd go over a curve and I go like, oh, how's the chassis? Broken. How's the chassis? Fixed but broken again. So it was like a comedy of errors for Michael Becker. But with 2 minutes to go, to still be within 1.2 seconds of Alex Vierenbach, who really is starting to motor on well. Joey Hansen, in the meantime, has got himself up into the top 10 and has just got past Klaus Panett. He's another regular in these parts. But it's great when you've got, I think, some of the drivers that I came across early in my commentary career over in continental Europe. Michael Becker was one of them. Ostrovsky was one of them. Klaus Panett, of course, the most nicest guy in the paddock. Tanju Yildiz, der ist nicht hier dieses Wochenende. Das ist ganz schade, aber ist ein guter Tipp. Ne?
Über Tanju Yildiz brauchen wir überhaupt nicht sprechen. Jeder, der schon mal Kontakt mit Tanju Yildiz hatte, wird Ihnen das bestätigen. Ist ja einer der Piloten, der reist hier ganz alleine an, hat sein Zelt noch gar nicht aufgebaut, sondern geht erstmal durch die anderen Zelte und fragt, kann ich helfen? Um dann die anderen zu unterstützen. Jetzt wird es aber eng. Vorne an der Spitze rund um die 3. Position zwischen Hornet und Haier. Aber das haben beide in bester Manier mit viel Erfahrung über die Bühne gebracht.
The funny thing was, I noticed a bit of hand signalling from Kai Hornet, possibly to say, Michael, what are you doing? What's the problem? What's the plan? And the thing is now that Michael Becker just did a 46.6, Kai Hornet 46.6, Sven Haier high 46.5. So, and Alex Fehlenbach still running in a mid to low 45-second lap time. Just shows the clear pace that the driver from Kerpen Motorsport has in the 5:31. And we're running out of time here. We're going to be very shortly, I think, the way that Alex Fehlenbach is ripping his way around the track. We're going to have 2 to go here, Sebastian.
Nur noch 2 Runden auf der Uhr. Fehlenbach kommt 10 Sekunden vor Ende der Zeit nochmal über den Zielstrich. Das heißt, noch 2-mal diesen Kurs umrunden. Kai Hornet hat also noch 2 Runden Zeit, vorbeizugehen an Michael Becker. Haier hat die Möglichkeit, noch 2 Runden lang den Druck zu erhöhen gegen Kai Hornet. Und natürlich hat auch Becker diese 2 Runden Zeit, beziehungsweise den Druck, noch 2 Runden, den er verspüren wird, wenn es dann eben in diesem Zweikampf weiter so hart zugeht, wie es bisher zugegangen ist. Aber bis hierhin, in dieser Runde, gab es keine Attacke von Kai Hornet. Vielleicht ist es dann die letzte Runde, in der wir uns jetzt bewegen. Mit Hornet, mit Becker, mit Haier auf den Positionen 2, 3 und 4. Krapot, Ostrowski, Seibt und Reibert direkt dahinter in den Positionen 5, 6 und 7.
So Alex Fehlenbach, after the dramas befalling a certain Mr. Joey Hansen, who's now nearly halfway through the grid, he's up to 9th place. And Alex Fehlenbach has been the tour de force so far. He's making his way up to the mud curve for the last time, and one more trip through the Schumacher S's, and Fehlenbach gets the victory he so rightly deserves here at Kerpen, winning Heat 2 for DD2 Masters. Michael Becker pips Kai Hornet to 2nd at the flag ahead of Sven Haier. 5th place will be Bastian Krapot with Dmitry Ostrovsky, Alexander Seibt, Michael Heibert and Joey Hansen running at the top 9. Lukas Lipper 10th ahead of Klaus Panett. Looks like David Köster pulled in, had a drama with a couple of laps to go. But Andreas Cook and Martin Berger round out the 13 runners that managed to finish all 15 laps of racing, with Andrzej Zionek unfortunately retiring on lap 6, but Fehlenbach does the business as he needed to.